Despite its illegality in many places, people are increasingly turning to marijuana for stress and pain relief. The COVID-19 pandemic increased cannabis usage by 35% for legal US markets. The opponents of marijuana legalization cautioned that it could be a gateway drug, potentially opening the door to more dangerous substances like cocaine and opioids. Does marijuana legalization bring greater benefits or introduce a set of new challenges? Young adults are increasingly considering cannabis as a substitute for alcohol. One reason is social media, which allow people sharing their experiences and realizing that cannabis isn't as harmful as it was once believed to be. Also, the availability of cannabis-infused edibles and beverages adds to its appeal and accessibility. In 2020, global cannabis spending reached $415 billion, but an astonishing 94% of the total was conducted through illicit or unregulated channels, because most of the world has not legalized it yet. If you're wondering about the regional breakdown, Asia holds the largest of this share at 45%, followed by North America at 22% and Europe at 19%. Asia's dominance in the market is due to region's large overall size, with 60% of the world's population. In recent years, a remarkable shift has taken place, leading to legalization of marijuana in several countries, from the pioneering move by Uruguay in 2013 to Canada's landmark decision in 2018, followed by a growing list of nations. Canada, known for its progressive approach, is also conducting an experimental trial by decriminalizing small quantities of hard drugs, including cocaine and heroin, following a similar policy implemented in the neighboring US state of Oregon. In the US, cannabis is legalized in 22 states. Additionally, it has been decriminalized in 9 states. When it comes to legalizing marijuana at the state level, there are different opinions. Supporters believe it brings positive changes like lower crime, more taxes, improved health, and a stronger economy. Critics worry about increased drug and alcohol use, higher crime rates, health risk, and negative effects on education. Interestingly, a large majority of US adults support the legalization of marijuana. Let's dive into the data and explore the potential outcomes of marijuana legalization. But before we begin, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you enjoy this kind of content. The key impact of marijuana legalization could be the potential increase in marijuana use. If the increase is minimal, it is expected that the other consequences of legalization will also be minimal. Data shows that states with legal marijuana already had higher use rates before legalization. Also, there is no clear link between marijuana legalization and cocaine or alcohol use, as different states show varied trends, and the relationship between marijuana use and the use of other substances is not causal. The relationship between marijuana use and mental health outcomes is complex. There is limited evidence to support a clear association between marijuana legalization and changes in suicide rates. However, one interesting thing to consider is medical marijuana could potentially help reduce deaths and suicides by providing a safer alternative to dangerous painkillers and opioids. The data doesn't provide a clear answer between marijuana use and crime rates. In most states, violent crime rates remain consistent with national trend before and after legalization. Some states saw a decrease in crime while others experience an increase. So it seems that marijuana legalization doesn't have a significant impact on violent crime rates either way. Some argue that legalization leads to more accidents because of increased drug use and impaired driving. Others believe that if people substitute marijuana for alcohol, it could actually improve road safety. The data on traffic fatalities post-legalization is inconclusive, as there are various factors at play, such as alcohol use and changes in law enforcement practices. So, the impact of marijuana legalization on road safety remains uncertain. The economic and demographic impacts of marijuana legalization are unlikely to be significant due to relatively small scale of marijuana industry. It has a minimal effects on population, housing prices, employment rates, and overall economic growth. While it creates jobs and activity, the marijuana sector's influence on the broader economy remains limited. What about tax revenue? Marijuana legalization has proven to be a lucrative source of tax revenue for states. However, as more states legalize marijuana, tax revenues may stabilize or decline as competition increases. Does legalizing marijuana have an impact on criminal justice expenditures? Many states counties haven't seen a significant change compared to national trends. Nevada, on the other hand, had an upward trend even before legalization, and it has continued afterwards. Alaska, surprisingly, has actually seen a decrease in criminal justice expenditures since legalization. In conclusion, the data we have after marijuana legalization is still limited, so it's difficult to draw firm conclusions about its effects. However, the current data doesn't strongly support extreme claims made by opponents or supporters, except for positive impact on tax revenue. And here's the surprising part. Significant adverse consequences that people were worried about hasn't really happened. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.